When you're in a romantic relationship, the connection you share with your partner isn't just built on words, it's built on unspoken signals that speak louder than anything you could say. Body language is a key element in understanding how your partner feels, how they connect with you, and even when something's off. But how do you know if you're reading the signs right? How can you truly understand what your partner is telling you without them speaking? Well, that's where paying attention to the subtle cues in body language comes in. You might not realize it, but every moment you share with your partner, your body is communicating something, from the way you touch them to how you position yourself around them. And sometimes your partner's body language says more than their words ever could. Think about the times when you've been close to your partner, whether it's a quiet evening on the couch or a heated conversation. How do you feel? Do you notice how your bodies move in sync with each other? Or maybe you can feel the tension when one of you turns away. These are signs you shouldn't ignore, because they can tell you everything you need to know about what's happening emotionally. Let's start with something simple: eye contact. Have you ever noticed how much more connected you feel to your partner when they look directly into your eyes? There's a certain level of intimacy that comes with eye contact. It's like your souls are connecting. You don't even need words to feel it. Now, think about the moments when your partner avoids looking at you. Maybe they're looking down or out into space. Or maybe they're distracted by their phone. How does that make you feel? When your partner avoids eye contact, it can sometimes signal discomfort, disinterest, or even a disconnect. It's important to notice this because it can show that your partner isn't fully engaged or is emotionally distancing themselves. So next time you're having a conversation with your partner, pay attention to their eyes. Are they locked with yours? Are they soft and engaged, or are they avoiding you? This small but powerful sign can tell you a lot about how they're feeling. Now, let's talk about touch. Have you ever felt closer to your partner when they reach out to hold your hand or place their hand on your back? A simple touch can convey so much warmth, love, and security. Think about how your body responds when your partner touches you. Do you feel calm and comforted? Or do you pull away? Body language experts say that the way people touch can reveal a lot about the relationship. A gentle touch can show affection and closeness, while a lack of touch can signal disconnection or emotional distance. So when your partner touches you, pay attention to how they're doing it and how you feel in return. Do you feel the warmth of their love, or do you feel like there's an emotional barrier? It's important to be mindful of these cues because touch is a powerful communicator in relationships. But what about when your partner physically pulls away? Have you ever noticed how your partner might turn their body away from you during a conversation or lean back when they're uncomfortable? These small shifts in posture can signal withdrawal, and sometimes they might even indicate that they're feeling defensive or closed off. It's not always a bad sign. Maybe your partner just needs space, but it's something to pay attention to. If this happens frequently, it might be a sign that there's tension or an unspoken issue that needs to be addressed. It's essential to notice when your partner's body is moving away from you, because it might be a reflection of how they're feeling emotionally. If you notice this, try to create a space for open conversation. Ask your partner what's going on and give them a chance to share their feelings. Another sign you might be overlooking is your partner's posture. Have you ever noticed how their posture can change depending on their mood? When someone feels happy and connected, their posture is usually open. They might lean in when you speak. They might keep their shoulders relaxed and facing toward you. But when they're feeling distant or disengaged, their posture can shift to being more closed off. Their arms might cross, their shoulders might hunch, and they might even turn their body slightly away from you. It's important to notice these shifts in posture because they're often an indication of how your partner is feeling emotionally. Even if they're not saying anything, body language speaks volumes. So next time you're with your partner, notice how they're sitting or standing. Is their posture open or closed? These subtle cues can reveal if they're feeling comfortable or if there's something bothering them. And the same goes for you. How do you position yourself when you're with your partner? Are you open and relaxed, or do you find yourself crossing your arms or turning away? When you start paying attention to both your body language and your partner's, you'll notice how much easier it becomes to understand what's really going on beneath the surface. Let's also talk about proximity. Have you ever noticed how much closer you feel to your partner when you're standing or sitting next to them? Being physically close to someone creates a feeling of intimacy and trust. But what happens when you feel like there's space between you? Not just physical space, but emotional space. When your partner keeps their distance or takes a step back, it can signal that they're pulling away, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally. This can create a feeling of disconnect. So when you're spending time with your partner, think about how much space there is between the two of you. Are you sitting close, touching, or leaning in? Or are you keeping your distance? Body language around proximity can tell you if both of you are feeling connected or if there's something that needs to be addressed. Lastly, pay attention to mirroring. Have you ever found yourself matching your partner's movements? When they lean forward, do you find yourself doing the same? When they smile, do you smile back? Mirroring is a powerful sign of connection, and it often happens naturally when you're emotionally in sync with someone. When you and your partner are mirroring each other, it's a sign that you're on the same wavelength, that you're both comfortable and emotionally connected. But if mirroring is absent, it might indicate that you're not in sync, and this is a great opportunity to check in with each other, to make sure you're both emotionally aligned, and to ensure that you're both feeling seen and heard in the relationship. Body language is the silent language that communicates your feelings, and it's often more telling than the words we speak. So next time you're with your partner, take a moment to tune into the subtle signs they're giving you. Notice their posture, their touch, their proximity, and their eye contact, and be aware of your own body language too, because these signs can reveal so much about the emotional state of your relationship. By paying attention to these cues, you'll create a deeper understanding between you and your partner, making your connection even stronger. And if you notice something isn't quite right, don't be afraid to ask, because body language is a tool that can help you build trust, intimacy, and communication. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, because you will learn a ton of information in the next video.